So you clearly have gone via my page or Haf's page, whichever page you've gone down, seen Rootz exclusive in the corner, seen a guy wearing Rootz TV merch, but not decided to cite the source. What's happening, people? Welcome back to Rootz TV, Baller League Week 9. The roundup, as always, here at Goals Wembley, Amsterdam Arena this time. And yeah, 6 games to get through, as always, so stay tuned. And it got a bit of an analysis at the end of it as well, so stay tuned for that as well. So let's get into it. Let's not waste no time. First game of the night, Wembley Rangers versus SDS. Wembley Rangers cooked again by the man himself, Keziah Sterling, who's on fine form right now. Week 4 draft, came in, cemented his place, and ever since he's been cooking in the kitchen like Gordon Ramsay. No Uncle Ian Wright on the night, and you know what? By the looks of it, Wembley Rangers could do with him out on the pitch rather than on the sidelines. Probably one of the best opportunities was squandered when a square pass. Me and Chloe Kelly were on the same wavelength. Why didn't he square it? Why?
To be a chance. This has to be a goal. Why is he not passed?
I don't know if there's an agenda or he just didn't see him, but you know, at that stage it was 5-2, I believe. It could have made it 5-3, and with 8 minutes to play, it could have been game on from there. But unfortunately, another loss for Wembley Rangers. Boy, the England team not looking too good, you know. It's not looking too good, and especially with the World Cup around the corner. Boy, I don't know. Are they saying Gaffer out? What's the street saying? You know, I would like to see if this Wembley Rangers team could hold their own against some of the small-sided teams' finest. Maybe B2R, maybe SC Dons, who knows? Let us know in your thoughts in the comment section below. And for this one, Maz didn't even need to be in the country for this though. Flipping hell, he's taking the mick, right? Maz, you're taking the mick, bruv. You're taking this managerial stuff too easy. That's 3 wins out of the last 4 for SDS. So they're moving kind of warm right now. I don't know if it's enough though to sneak into top 4, but obviously they still got to try for it, they still got to push for it. They're in fine form, SDS, so you can't rule them out. On to the next one, N5 versus M7. This one ended in a victory for M7. Brian Lee FC put in a body bag once again, courtesy of the Serbian sniper and Jesse Waller-Larson, as the YouTubers continue to boycott. No Mini-Minter in attendance for this one, but was he needed? Not really. Arj had it all covered on the sidelines, and once again, N5 defeated once again. Will Brian Lee be there next season? Who knows? On to the game of the night and possibly the shock of the night. Yanited versus MVPs. 4-3 to MVPs, you know. Wow, I did not see this one coming. Good to see Razak Comet back for United doing this thing, but the night really belonged to Eddie Maiko. Bagged a hat-trick, including this screamer right down the keeper's neck.
Hang on.
Unfortunately, Tyler Winters couldn't punish from the spot, and it's a win for Lehmann'S FC, and they can't stop winning right now. And I reckon they might be able to squeeze into top 4. What a win for Lehmann'S FC, and potentially cementing their top 4 place. The next game was the battle of the music and fashion worlds as they collided. Santan versus RTW, 4-3 to Santan. And again, their season has just been like a roller coaster, up and down. Not gonna lie, this one was a bit of a slow burner, 0-0 at half time. Felt like a bit of a piss break match, if I'm being honest. But it soon warmed up with more doubles than your local boozer. Frankie Kesse, Albie Sheehan, and Josh Harrott all getting doubles. And then the 1v1 game changer at the end really saved this one as well. Don't worry guys, we're nearly there. Depot Trio versus Treble. This one has top 4 written all over it, and it did not disappoint as well. Modi gave Treble an early lead, but then Mampola pulled one back. And then Adam Dawson with easily the goal of the night. Nah, scrap that. The goal of the season with an absolute top-bin worldy finish. And this is what the Manny boy can do.
Oh my days!
And a point apiece for the top 4 duo. On to the final game of the night, Vision versus 26ers. Now, I did not see this result coming at all. 8-3 to 26ers, man. JT's front 3 were moving like MSN from back in the day. Bilal, hat-trick, Saka-san with a double, and Robe with a fine finish to disrupt Toby's Vision. Get the pun. Vision got sent to Specsavers and added to that Pepsi pressure point that they got earlier that night, meaning it was a great evening for the boys in blue. MVP of the night goes to Saka-san, and rightfully so. A double for JT's boys, and that moves the 26ers up to 8th in the table. Speaking of the table, let's go for it right now. Depot Trio go top. United are closely behind them in second, Santan up to third, MVPs in fourth. Treble FC drop out of that top 4 spot, man. I reckon they can still make a charge for top 4. That's not a problem for them. Vision are behind them on the same amount of points. SDS continue to rise. I still think it might be a bit too late for them to make top 4. 26ers, like I said, are in 8th. M7 dropped down to 9th, and then the rest of the table, you know it gets. It's the same trio as before. FC rule the world, Wembley Rangers, and then N5 propping up the rest of the table. So let's jump into the analysis of the night. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it down on the night. I was way too tired with work. And funny enough, I got offered more tickets than I have previously collectively in the previous 8 weeks. So I don't know if that's an omen. It didn't sound like a sellout from listening on YouTube, and when speaking to other people, it didn't sound like it was a sellout on the night. Which is unfortunate. Obviously, you want it to be, you know, getting as busy as possible, especially with the last couple of weeks to go. But maybe that's down to the effects of the YouTubers not being there, Angry Ginge'S not being there, Mini Minter not being there, Ian Wright not being there. I don't know. Maybe all that has an effect on people attending. You know, maybe it is safe to say that the power is in the hands of the content creators, as we said in the previous video. But yeah, overall, you know, it was a good night. It wasn't the greatest of nights. There was no real drama on the sidelines. Yes, you had the worldie finish by Adam. Shout out to Adam Dawson. But yeah, overall, it wasn't the greatest of nights, but good night nonetheless. Also, I just want to shout out people that are watching. You never know who's watching these types of videos, especially people from Baller League. So, hello, Lass. Hey, how's it going? Shout out Lass, who's a director of Baller League. So shout out to him. Just goes to show that people are watching these videos despite not having the high astronomical views. People are watching, the right sort of people. So good to see him watching, and also other people from Baller League are watching. Now I just want to give a shout out to one of the subscribers, one of the viewers from the previous video, Lima E6K60. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. For pointing this one out for me, because I didn't spot it on the night. But one of my videos was referenced in the commentary from last week. Obviously, one of the interviews that I've done with Haf, shout out to Haf, which was literally on the pitch opposite here, where he referenced that he would be playing for Barcelona if six-a-side was a professional sport, which, you know, got to dream big, Haf, got to dream big.
And to be honest with you, Rootz, I do this, innit? Six-a-side is me. I said years ago, yeah, to my mates and that if six-a-side was a professional sport, I'd be at the top, I'd be at the highest level, bro.
Easily.
I'd be at the highest level. I'd be playing for the Barcelonas and the Madrids of six-a-sides.
Obviously, it was then remixed by Donny. Shout out Donny as well.
I'm trying to show someone something. Fuck about, mate.
Barcelona.
But then it was referenced, like I said, on Baller League without giving the reference.
And I was listening to Haf on a podcast this week saying that he believed if he was a six-a-side player at a professional level, if there was a six-a-side professional league, he'd be playing for a Barcelona or a Real Madrid. A couple of saves like that.
Now, bearing in mind, this is on big Sky Sports, you know, so these guys know what they're doing. They know where they got this from. Sky, big broadcaster, been around for years in media, and this is coming from a guy that works in media, not just doing Rootz TV. You know you need to cite your source. So you clearly have gone via my page or Haf's page, whichever page you've gone down, seen Rootz exclusive in the corner, seen a guy wearing Rootz TV merch, but not decided to cite the source, where they got it from. Now, like I said, this is Sky, this is not some rinky-dink, you know, broadcaster. It's easy to cite your source. Now, the only thing I can think of is that you're not able to say where you got it from just by saying you got it or heard it on a podcast, which makes no sense to me. So it'll be just nice to be recognised in that sense, because other people get recognised. I hear NSC Don shout out every now and then. I've heard a Five Guys shout out every now and then. So just say Rootz TV, you got it from Rootz TV. People know that you got it from Rootz TV. People in the comments knew you got it from Rootz TV, but they couldn't say it on Baller League, which makes no sense to me. So just cite the source, man. Cite the source, man. It makes no sense. It's only a little name just to say one time, Rootz TV. Anyway, that's just my thing. But yeah, overall, it's just nice to get recognised inadvertently on a big platform like Ball League. But next time it would be nice if you could just say where you got it from. You know what I'm saying? Makes a big difference to small people like us. Anyway, thank you guys for watching as always. Keep watching. And if there's anything that I missed out on, please let me know in the comments, and then I'll put it into the next video as well. As always, this has been Rootz. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in a bit. Peace.